Hey Desmond, what are the throwing sessions been like with Jacob Eason, and how did those kind of get started? You guys all get together out there to start working out.
Hey Joel. It's kind of like we're all in Southern California. I mean, we're all about like an hour away from each other. Or I'm sorry, I'm in San Diego, and Eason and Pittman, they're up in LA. I was like an hour away from each other. And I mean, we're all part of the draft class this year. Um, it's been kind of, it's better learning, by doing stuff and actually being able to go out there and run routes like that than, instead of sitting like on Zoom calls all day, just watching or just looking at, plays drawn up. We just went out there and, just been able to go out there with those guys and actually get chemistry and run through the actual plays and learn it better, in regards to that. So.
Andrew Walker.
Hey, Desmond. So with no on-field work for rookie minicamp and OTAs and minicamp and all that, do you feel any sort of like added pressure once camp begins to, I don't know, like make a bigger impression than normal? Because any other year you'd have an opportunity, lots more opportunities than you've gotten. Does that add any more pressure on your plate, or is you just going to go through it like any other opportunity?
Hey Andrew. No, I'm probably, at the end of the day, I've been doing this, since I was a little kid. So I think that as long as I know the plays, and I'm able to go out there and, get in the rotation and, compete, then I can show my skill set. And, I don't think that there's any really added pressure or anything like that. You kind of have opportunity. I just got to make the best of it. And that's, with all things. So.
Mike Chappell.
Yeah, Desmond, kind of a crazy question. Have you been to Indy like one time for the combine?
Yeah, I've been to Indy twice. Yeah, I've been to Indy twice.
What was the other time?
I'm here right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was going to say, with the way this off season has gone, do you feel like a Colt? Is it hard? Has it hit hard to be part of this when you're sort of have been separated?
It's definitely hard, but, during our Zoom meetings, we have Zoom meetings all the time. You kind of get connections with the guys and stuff like that. We all follow each other on social media, all the rookies. I definitely feel like a Colt. I felt welcomed by the organization from day one, Coach Wright and everyone. I think that I'll have, a better feeling, once I'm like established here and everything like that. But, since day one, I've felt at home.
When did you get here?
I got here yesterday.
Will you work with Rivers and the other guys this week?
Yeah. Just going over plays and stuff like that. Yep.
Thank you.
George Bremer.
Hi, Desmond. Kind of building off of what Joel's question, along those workouts, I know one of the things you guys have been videotaping those and the coaches look at them. The feedback that you get from the assistant coaches and your position coach, how important is that during this process?
It's always, important, getting feedback from your coach, especially your position coach and stuff like that, because you want to make sure that, especially being a rookie, you don't know exactly – this is a new playbook, so you want to make sure you're doing everything right. You kind of don't want to, learn something the wrong way. So it's definitely important getting that feedback and, learning how to, stem a guy or do something like that. So, it's definitely important.
Olivia Ray.
Hey, Desmond. I wanted to get your reaction on the NFL making Juneteenth a holiday this year. What your initial reaction was to that and how important you think it is for the league to go ahead and make that statement this year especially.
Hey, Olivia. I just heard that right now, so this is my first time hearing that. I really don't have I can't give you a good answer about that. Obviously, I can't really give you a good answer. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
I'm sorry.
Phil B.
Hey, Desmond. Mindy. Thanks.
Hey, Phil.
I'm wondering, we talked to you last time after you got drafted. You talked about the transformation in college of getting used to your body, using your body as a receiver, trying to get more comfortable in doing that. Is that something that you would say is a high priority for you as you go through workouts, or what are the things on Dezmon's personal checklist that he's thinking about I've got to get better at as a pro?
I would say first and foremost, just learning the playbook. Because, if you don't know the plays, then you're not going to be able to, go out there and actually compete. You're going to have to know the plays, and coach is going to, have to feel comfortable putting you out there to go on the field. So first and foremost is learning the playbook. And then, second, it's all, I would like to control your body, but I feel like that's everyone, everyone's always got to, find ways to get better in everything that they do. So, playing true to my size and, getting faster, in and out of breaks quicker and stuff like that is, always, on my checklist of things to get better at. But definitely number one, learning the plays.
Thank you.
Jim Aiello.
Hey, Dezmon. I was just reading up on you a little bit and realized that your father is a police officer, and I think your family's involved in law enforcement. I know that Frank Reich and the Colts kind of opened up the floor a couple weeks ago to talk about some of the issues going on in the community. You obviously have a unique perspective having that in your background. I was wondering what were you able to kind of share with the team and your opinion about what's been going on?
I kind of have a perspective from both sides, because I do have family in law enforcement. They're super busy right now, or my dad is. He's super busy, he doesn't really have to go do riots and stuff like that, but he's still on patrol. It's long days. He's worked like back to back, like 12-hour shifts, and then he'll get called out like in the middle of the night. Just because it's everything going on is, everything's so hectic. I've seen both sides, both perspectives.
Mike Chappell.
Hey, Des, you mentioned about how you'd worked out on the West Coast and you're going to work out here in town now. Do you know how many of your rookie class will be here in town? How many of you guys are starting to get into town? Will Pittman be in town for this week as well?
I can't give you like an exact number who would be here. I'm not sure entirely. So I don't know exactly who. I don't know how the full list. I'm sorry.
Have you caught any balls from Philip yet?
Yeah.
So, like yesterday? Is this when you guys started working out?
Yeah. We just started. Just a couple of skill guys. Getting out there and just getting kind of some chemistry. Caught some passes from Philip. So
as a receiver, as a player, the value of being on the field. You did all the Zoom work and got as much as you could. The value of being on the field, catching passes, running routes. How do you put that into words?
Like I said, you can do all the Zoom classes you want all day and everything, but it's different when you actually get a chance to go out there and, run it, get the muscle memory down and stuff like that. It's way beneficial when you actually have, guys and you can go through the stuff like that.
Thank you.
Yep.
Jim Aiello.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask what it was like catching passes from Philip, being from San Diego, and you probably grew up watching him quite a bit.
Yeah, he's been in the league, since I was, probably in like elementary school. So, it's pretty cool. Philip, he's obviously done his thing for, X amount of years. He's probably, future Hall of Famer. So it's great catching passes from him. He's my new quarterback. So, it's great going out there and getting that chemistry.
Andrew Walker.
We haven't really had a chance, talking quarterbacks now. I haven't had a chance to see Jacob Eason up close. I know you're working out with him, like you said. A lot of people point at his throwing talent. And from a receiver standpoint, what kind of stands out about his game in terms of his arm strength and passing ability? I got to imagine he's got a lot of pop in his arm.
I've had smaller quarterbacks in college, like Gardner. I think he's like 6'1", 6'2", and Eason's like my size, maybe a little bit bigger. he definitely has arm strength, and skill, and talent. He's shown that, throughout the workouts that we've done in California. So, I'm excited to get to work with him.